Football Manager 2022, Burnley updated player ratings, bruv. Thank God these flipping, I don't even know the word, yeah, but they're not in the Premier League no more. That's all I know. Like, thank God for that, yeah. The amount of times you're doing saves, you go to Turf Moor, you lose the league because of these, man, because they'll just park the bus for 90 minutes, bruv. You get me? Last time I done their player ratings was literally a year ago, yeah. And they had, one footballer called Dwight McNeil. The rest of them were just banging cardio. That's what it was. But anyway, get into the player rate. Our nickname, the Clarets. Owner status, loves the club. And content of competition, you already know you're not going to get nothing. Man, are in the Championship now. Their stadium's turf more. Well, now you've been turfed from the Premier League, you get me? And it's very good to see. I don't give a fuck. Listen, Championship team, this is... You could look at their squad and say, you know what, they could class as a Championship team based on their names in it. But they've been in the Premier League for a very long time. So credit to Sean Dyche. And I believe if they didn't sack him, they would have stayed up. But now on that note, they've just signed Vincent Kompany, yeah, literally. So that's a little bit of history right there. And I think he'll bring them back up. Let's see what happens, bruv. So, all right, first player we've got out. The squad that we're going with is Wayne Hennessey all the way to Wout Weghorst. So let's see what Burnley are saying. All right, first player we've got is Wayne Hennessey. So 34, backup goalkeeper, super keeper defending, flipping. Yeah, he's 30. You're never going to use this guy, let's be real. He's going to live up to his last name when you see him on the ball. So take him off goalkeeper defender if you had to play him, because literally, take him off sweeper keeper defender, because on the ball, 7 first touch, 9 composure. You would think he is under the influence of Hennessey when you see him on the ball. That's all I can say. All right, the next player they've got is Will Norris. Cool. So, will Norris stay in the Premier League? No, he won't, bruv. Man's getting relegated to fucking Championship football. If he's still there. Anyway, 27, 30 reflexes, 30 agility, 12 1-on-1s in-game, backup, and that's at best as well. His ability is not really that good as a goalkeeper. You would never use this guy, really and truly. Let's move on. All right. Lastly, for the goalkeepers, I believe we've got Nick Pope, yeah? 50 reflexes, 30 agility, 61 1-on-1. So he's actually really good at shot stopping. Sweeper, keeper, defend, I don't really know if I can agree with that. I think he, similar to someone like De Gea, is one of them old school goalkeepers, yeah, that are just so good at shot stopping. Everything else, you don't need it, because he's not going to be good at it. He's a natural good reflexer kind of guy. That's what he is, in it. So yeah, as you can see as well, he's got a lot of greens in there, which are good to see. He's got a very good value as well. So that's going to be your first player that's going to be screaming at the owners to get released, because unfortunately he's got quality and he's in the Championship. He's not going to last very long, let's be real. So, all right, first outfield player they've got is Nathan Collins. I'm trying to do this as fast as I possibly can, so let's go. 20. Very good at tackling, no agility, he's got strength and he's got good composure. He's very weird, can't lie. Overruled though. I'm looking at him, he's not that bad for his age especially. I think if you were still in the Premier League you could load him out, but now that you're down, I don't know. I think he's definitely usable in game and you'll sign him. Depending on how much money. This is weird. I'm trying to make this fast, but I have to actually look at him and say, you know, he's not that bad for his age. I'll be real. He's actually not that bad. Yeah, he's a good player. Man, like Nathan Collins, I recommend him still. He's a good player still. All right, next player they've got is James Tarkowski. Another centre-back that I can't even lie, he's not that bad. Let's be real. Like, as a ball playing defender, 12 technique, 10 vision, 14 passing isn't the end of the world. 13 first touch, 14 composure is very good as well. Decisions 12, that's not really important. But listen, he's got very good pace, no agility, so he's got good recovery speed. Tackling 15, which is good, and he's got good positioning. So yeah, as an actual centre back, he's amazing. The only thing he needs to work on is his strength, because unfortunately you're 28 and you've got 13 strength, you are kind of vulnerable. But apart from that, he's still a very good player. And next we've got a 30-year-old Kevin Long. So like I said, he's 30, he still doesn't know his position, which is immediately, it's a releasable offence, bruv. I can't lie. Man should get arrested for that, can't lie. So he's very strong, but I don't really care about that. And yeah, overall, you're not going to use this guy. Yeah, simple as, man, like Kevin Long. And next what they've got is Ben Mee. So I believe he's their captain in real life. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have no clue. I don't watch this shit football club, yeah. But anyway, listen, Burnley, listen, Ben Mee. This guy is the definition of, when you're coming towards him as a defender, he will roundhouse kick you, will drop kick you, innit? Like, he'll get the ball, but when he's on the ball, forget about it. Let's just keep it like that. So yeah, very good in the air, and he's very good at actually winning the ball. Apart from that, it's dead. But at least he's admitting to that by calling himself a no-nonsense defender. You get me? So, all right, next one they've got is a 36-year-old Phil Bardsley. So yeah, I don't know what this guy's doing. I'm honestly looking, what is he really good at? When someone with pace attacks this guy at his peak, let's just be real, they call him a veteran fullback. To be honest, whoever gave him 30 grand a week, that guy needs to be in jail right now, innit? Like, sitting next to Man United's number 11 for absolute fraud, bruv. I can't lie. Like, that is fraud. I'm not going to lie, man. Like, Phil Bardsley on 30k a week, yeah? I mean, obviously, I respect it, innit? Because man's scamming the whole thing and getting paid to do it. So I'm a fan of this guy already. I'm just saying, whoever actually done that needs to be in jail right now. I can't lie. All right, next we've got man like Matt Lowton. The guy is 32. Cool. He can literally do everything in it apart from shoot, which is calm. He's a defender. Yeah, he's literally good at everything, but you know, he's okay at everything, but not good at anything, if you get what I'm trying to say. I mean, yeah, literally that's what he is. He's got very good composure, though, I can't lie. You know what, this guy he looks like he's coachable, innit? He looks like he's gonna be a coachable player. Company might like this guy if he decides to stay. That's the thing. But yeah, he's not that bad, man. Like Matt Lowton, I'll be able to get a tune out of this guy. So will you. That's what I'm saying. Our next player we've got is Connor Roberts. Another one of these absolute pussies, yeah, telling me about their fitness issues. Like, if you can read that, yeah, I don't even want to fucking say it, innit? But I don't give a fuck. The fuck do I need to know that for? Like, me as the guy that's doing the ratings, I don't need to fucking see that, bruv. You get me? Like, I don't give a fuck, yeah? That, and also, I'm looking at the traits. Gets forward whenever possible. His role and duty is a wing-back defend. That don't make no sense. He's got 9 dribbling. Who wants to see this guy on the ball? Put your hands up. No hands. Anyway, you get me? Yeah, that's all I can say. He's fucking awful. Like, yeah, 25 as well. Anyone can do it. If this guy can do it, you can do it as well. Don't give up on your dreams, guys. All right, next player we've got is Charlie Taylor. So he's 27, wing back defend, very good tackling, very good positioning as well. His pace 13, I'll understand with that. It's cool. 12 dribbling, 15 crossing. So you know what? You can get a tune out of this guy. But he's one of those guys where he's got a good amount of ability, but in the mental section, you need to kind of be wary because he can be a bit lapsy daisy. What I mean is, a man with 11 composure at the age of 27 is not a man that can be trusted with the ball. I can't lie. I know he's very good on the ball in terms of first touch. His crossing's good, but unfortunately, I don't really trust him too much in it. So yeah, I would get an upgrade, but make him a squad player. That's what I would do with man like Charlie Taylor. So, all right, next we've got man like Eric Peters, who's 32. He's on fullback support. So you're meant to be supporting. You've got 11 passing. So already you can't support anyone. 12 crossing already tells me you cannot support anyone. That's the first thing. Defensively, he's not that bad with 14 positioning and 15 tackling. So yeah, he's not that bad. But then again, I take that back. Yeah, he is bad. For what I've met him on, I can't trust this guy, and he's 32 as well. Come on, get rid of him as quick as you can, or he'll probably ask to leave anyway, because you might not even in the Premier League no more. So, all right, next we've got man like Maxwell Corney, bruv. Cool. So, man from Lyon, just another sprinter, but this time he's from Lyon. You bought him you wasted 12 million. That's what I meant to say. You wasted 12 million on this guy, but to be fair, in real life, he's not that bad, like in terms of like his end product, in terms of shooting and stuff. He scored a lot of clutch goals for these guys. He's even got 14 finishing. I don't think he had that before. Let me just put it like that. So yeah, in terms of his stats, he's a winger with 12 dribbling and 12 flair. But he's just fast. That's it. He's not good at anything, guys. He's fast and he's got good finishing. That is it. You might as well make him a poacher. You might as well. That's what I would do. I don't want to see this guy on that left wing. We've already got Dwight McNeil, the one footballer that's at this club. So yeah, that's all I'll do with my like flipping. Yeah, fuck. All right, so this is where it begins. Where like if we're doing a 100-meter sprint, the camera will pan into your face, and then you like waving the camera and do all of that stuff. Yeah, we're doing that right now. We're into the sprinter section, and I mean the midfield of Burnley. Yeah. So first off, we've got man like Jack Cork. Listen. Just not a footballer, just a sprinter. But then again, he's not even fast. This is a marathon. Fuck it, yeah. This is a fucking marathon, yeah. These men are marathon sprinters, and that's all they're good at. As you can see, he's got composure, but on the ball, it's dead. 12 technique, 11 vision, and 12 passing. You don't want to see that. Let's be real. Not in the midfield, especially. So yeah, you're never gonna use him if you want to actually play football in it. That's all I'm saying. If you don't want the ball, by all means, have this guy. But if you want the ball, don't play him. All right, next we've got man like Ashley Westwood, bruv. Cool. One of those players where I'm like, you know what? Does he actually play for Burnley? Because he's got ability in that midfield. Can't even lie to you. Like, this guy's proving me wrong right now. He's a very good passer. Everything in the pivot is 14 and above. Good first touch as well with 14. Composure 15. Decisions 14. This guy, he could play for a big team in the Premier League. The only reason why I say that, and I actually mean that when I say it, because in a system where you're keeping the ball, he can get in there immediately, and I mean that as well. I actually genuinely mean like Ashley Westwood, in terms of his stats, he's a baller. Like straight up, he's a baller in it, safe. And yeah, I would sign him. I would as well, can't lie. Alright, next we've got man like Dale Steffens or Stevens. That doesn't really matter at this point. It would have probably taken me longer to find out how to pronounce his name. Then it would have, you know what, fuck that. That don't even make no sense. Anyway, 8 dribbling. Yeah, he's just not a footballer. Another one. He's just not a fucking footballer. I'm looking. What is he actually good at? Oh wait, no, never mind, guys. He's gone for 4 to 5 months. You was never gonna use him anyway. Yeah, regardless, he's terrible. Let's be real. Dale Stevens, don't waste your time. See. Alright, next we've got man like Josh Brownhill. Cool. Midfielder as a box to box. I mean, he is another one that's very well rounded, but just not really good at anything. I mean, he's got very good execution of pass, but his actual technical ability itself is 12, which is quite poor, let's be real, especially if you're 25, let's be real. But yeah, another workhorse in that midfield with good work rate in there. He can kind of dribble, but not really with the 12 flair. Yeah, like I said, he's just a maybe kind of player. Would I keep him in the squad? I might, you get me, as a little squad player where I only use him. You know what, fuck that, listen, emergency backup is what I'm making this guy. Like, I'll only use you if I absolutely have to, innit? That's what I do when at Josh Brownhill. I'm harsh to the midfield. I'm just being real right now. So, our next video we've got is Aaron Lennon. I must say, his stats are absolutely pathetic, yeah? Like, honestly, you wouldn't believe that this is a 34-year-old grown man, yeah, with stats like this, honestly, yeah? Like, if I was to just cover up his flipping name and his age, yeah, you would actually genuinely think that this guy's like a 17-year-old from fucking Uganda or something. Like, honestly, he's that bad. Real shit, yeah. Terrible fucking footballer. Don't waste your time, innit? Alright, next we've got man like Jay Rodriguez. Cool. So he's a wide playmaker that can play right wing, striker as well. Cool. You know what? It's kind of weird. I feel like if he had at least 14 finishing, I would keep him, you know, because he looks a bit... Okay, I was about to say Thomas Muller. How dare I even think of saying that? Yeah, really. He's not no Thomas Muller, but he's kind of... He looks like you could get a tune out of him because he's got very good movement. His finishing, if it was 14, I would trust him in front of goal as well. Dribbling 12... He's kind of well. He's not even that bad. I'll be real. He's not that bad. Like, I'll be real. I know in game you'll get a tune out of him as well if you give him freedom to roam. But that's if you give him freedom. Yeah. That's the only way you'll get the best out of man like Jay Rodriguez. So yeah. I don't know how Company wants to play, but I do think that Company will enjoy using man like Jay Rodriguez. Can't lie. Say. All right. The next actual footballer, yeah, that we've got is Dwight McNeil. Cool. So 21, yeah. See, listen, look at that value. That value speaks for itself, innit? So this is the one footballer that they actually have, yeah. I respect his footballing ability. Burnley getting relegated is like you being stranded on an island and a flipping helicopter is flying over you and then it just drops down that fucking ladder, yeah. All Dwight McNeil needs to do is climb the ladder and get the fuck out of that shit flipping club, yeah? That's all he needs to do, can't lie. Because as you can see, he's a very good player. In that straight line left wing position, he can do damage still. Like, he's done it to me on this save before. In real life, everyone knows the one player that you have to actually pay attention to is Dwight McNeil. He's the only one that you want to watch. Yeah, safe. And next we've got man like Johan Berg Goodmanson. I'm looking at his stats. I'm disappointed, and it took me longer to say his name than it did for me to find something he's actually good at. So, all right, next we've got man like Matej Vidra. Cool. Very good pace. Off the ball, not really there. He's a very good penalty taker as well, and he's got good finishing. Yeah, you wouldn't really use this guy unless you absolutely have to. Another one, just emergency backup, and he's 20. You know what? Fuck that. You're 29. I'm releasing this guy. I can't lie. He's 29. 45k a week. I respect the scam. But yeah, he's not really worth it. Can't lie. Man like Matej Vidra, terrible. Alright, next player they've got is man like Ashley Barnes. Yeah, I remember back then I used to support a team that was wearing red in London. Yeah, this guy used to haunt me every single time. Thank God that we don't have to see him in the Premier League no more. All of the times that he caused my heart to fail, bruv. Can't lie. But anyway, Ashley Barnes. He's in the flipping championship now. We have nothing to worry about. All those scammy goals. The Liverpool fans know when he scored at Anfield, you man were fucking... I swear he cost you the league or something like that. Or you thought he was going to be unbeaten. He came, shut you all up, bruv. So yeah, I respect him for that. But anyway, man like Ashley Barnes, would you use him? Maybe, you know what? As a little pressing forward, fuck target forward for a minute. Listen, pressing forward, yeah. He's got very good work rate, determination and aggression, bravery on a mad thing. He don't fear no one but literally... God, bruv. Anyway, yeah, 13 finishing. He kind of reminds me a bit like Timo Werner. This is what Timo Werner will look like if he was slow, literally. And Timo Werner is him with pace. That is what Ashley Barnes is. So yeah, he's not that bad. All right, and finally, we've got my like Wild Weghorst. This was my guy. I'm not gonna lie. This was my guy at one point. Like he was at Wolfsburg doing the mad thing. Like as you can see, they just signed the guy. He's just banged 20 goals in the fucking Bundesliga. Yeah. So he's not. He is not meant to be fucked around with, innit? So the guy's 6'6". He's coming to the Premier League. You would think that everything just goes perfectly in line, but unfortunately, he looked like a fish stranded in the. Was I really just about to say that? That makes no fucking sense. But yeah, he looked so fucking lost, yeah, because he's like, wait, hold on. I was just playing football. What the fuck am I doing here? Just playing fucking, just running around like a headless chicken. That's what he was doing, bruv. So yeah, he's still signable. Like, look at his stats. I'm being deadly serious. Like, this guy can start for a lot of big teams, and it sounds mad, yeah, but that's what his stats say. Someone like Arsenal, and as much as I hate that club now, from the bottom of my fucking heart, I hate that club. They should sign someone like this in real life. Sounds mad, but it's true, innit? Like the way they whip balls into the box, he'll just be winning everything. He's 6'6" as well, 18 jump reach, 16 heading. Like, yeah, he's a good player still. I like him, yeah, and. Last thing, yeah, the guy's 6'6". He can control the ball. Like he's got first touch of 14. He's a good footballer still. Yeah, man, like White Weghorst, my kind of target, man, innit? You get me? All right, so I've tried my best to find the players that they have so far that can kind of suit a little control possession system, which is what I would want to do, which will eliminate their anti-football ways. But yeah, goalkeeper defend Pope. Wing back on defend Lowton. Bear in mind, a lot of these guys I did not want to use, and they will get replaced if I do a Burnley save, which I won't ever do. Tarkowski ball playing defend defend, and me, no notes at centre back is what I'm going with. Taylor. Yeah, that makes sense. Wing back defend, that actually makes sense. Cool. So the reason why the midfield looks like this is Ashley Westwood is good, and I trust him to be in the centre of the midfield. We're lacking a right winger, so I have to go with a box-to-box Brownhill so that he can kind of cover that right-hand side a little bit. McNeil is on that left wing, and then a shadow striker, J. Rodriguez, yeah. And then the two strikers I've gone with is Maxwell Corney. I don't know why. I have no clue. He's just filling up numbers at this point. And then the actual striker that I would have gone with is Weghorst. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, that is how I am lining up this anti-football team. Can't lie. And that is Burnley updated player ratings, bruv. So to my surprise, they've actually won the league before. So believe it or not, this is a fucking big club. For the first time in a very long time, they're back in the championship. So they're probably going to win that next season. Based on what company's actually saying. He looks like he's going to be a very good coach based on what he was doing as a player, and he was a captain as a player as well. So yeah, he's got leadership skills already. So yeah, he'll be a very good manager. I think he'll do very well at Burnley still. Change the whole philosophy as well. It's going to be a very good thing to see. Give him a couple years and he'll be doing this thing. But yeah, that's all I can really say about this team. Thank God they're gone. You get me? You know that toxic relationship that you leave, yeah? It's fucking over now, and we love leaving those, you get me? We leave that for fucking fun, and you know, what the fuck am I talking about? Listen, let me just end the video. Yeah, you lot, if you like that video, subscribe to the content, you know what to expect from me, and I'll see you in my next episode, bruv.